Hello everyone, welcome to another English language class. Today we'll be looking at multiple meaning words. Our topic for this week is multiple meaning words. These are words that have two or more different meanings. They have the same spelling, but they could mean two or more different things. These words are also known as homographs. Remember, in our earlier lesson we looked at homonyms, and we said that homonyms are divided into two categories. We have the homophones, those that have the same pronunciation, or they have the same sound but their meanings are different. Those are homophones. And then we said the other category are the ones we call homographs, and those ones, they have the same spelling but their meanings are different. So the words we are looking at today are called multiple meaning words. But in this context, we'll be looking at it like a particular word that has more than one meaning. We'll pick one word. Okay, this word is a multiple meaning word. Why is it multiple meaning word? It is because it means more than one thing. So we can also call them homographs. Okay, but just to help us know the slight difference here. In homograph, you're talking about words that have the same spelling but different meanings. But here we are looking at it from the angle of a word that can mean many things. Okay, now what helps you to know the meaning that particular word is carrying? Wherever you find such words, what you try to do is use the context. What do we mean by context? Look at the way the word is used. That is what we suggest to you, the meaning that that word carries at that particular time, the way it is used. Okay, so let's start taking some look at examples of multiple meaning words. Okay, so the first one we have here is bank. Bank. Bank could be a place for keeping money. Like you have different banks in Nigeria: Zenith Bank, GT Bank, First Bank, and the rest. Then the other meaning for bank is a slopy land. A slopy land next to a river. You call it river bank. Okay? Most times it's slopy, that is, it's not a leveled ground. Close to a river. Beside a river or next to a river. So that's for bank. The next one here is bats. Bat. Bat is, it could mean a flying mammal, an animal, and it could also be a sport equipment, like the one they use in playing baseball. Okay, it's a bat. It's like a stick and you use it to hit the ball. It's called bats as well. Even some cups also hold what they call bats. It has several meanings, but for the purpose of our level, we're going to restrict it to just two out of the numerous meanings that some of them could have. We'll just take a look at two meanings. All right, so the next one here is rose. Rose. Now in the case of rose, the pronunciation could differ even though the word is spelled the same way. Rose, which is a flower. Rose, past tense of rise, like rise up. The past tense of rise is rose. But rose as a flower and rose, the past tense of rise, both have the same spelling. Okay, so that's just one of the few cases where the words are pronounced differently. The next one here is band. Band could mean ring, that is one on the finger. Wedding band, wedding ring, or like a ribbon that you wear around your head or some parts of the body. That is band. It could also mean a musical group. Band could also mean a musical group. Okay, some more examples here. We have a bow or bow. So this B-O-W could be pronounced as bow, could be pronounced as bow, depending on how it is used, the context in which it is used. So here, when it means gesture of respect, that is an act of showing respect. You know, when you bow to greet somebody or something, it is pronounced bow, bow. But then as a weapon for shooting arrows, it is called bow, bow and arrow. So B-O-W here could be bow, gesture of respect, and it could be bow, weapon for shooting arrows. The next word here is bark, bark. Bark could be the sound a dog makes. When the dog barks, the sound it makes, woof, woof. And then it can also mean the outer cover of a tree. When you see a tree, the stem, there is a cover, the back of it that looks brown most of the time that you can scrape off. That part of the tree is also called bark. The next one here is match, match. Now match can mean contest or competition, like when people are playing a game, contesting against each other, like football match. Yeah, so that's a contest or a competition. Match could also mean the device that you use in creating fire. Like in the kitchen, almost every kitchen has this device. It is used to make fire, to lighten our gas cooker, create fire so that mommy can cook food. All right, so the next one here is fair, fair. When they say something is fair, it means it's reasonably good. For instance, you write a test or an assessment, and then you didn't do too well, neither did you fail. It can be said that you performed fairly, or your performance was fair. It was reasonably good or reasonably okay. Fair could also mean equal, like when things are done equally or people are treated equally or justly. You can say that was fair or that wasn't fair. And then fair means light in color. When you see somebody who is not totally dark, you can say that person is fair. That means the person has light complexion. Okay. All right, so the next example here, we have watch. Watch could mean to observe or monitor. To watch something, to observe something. Like you watch TV, and you can also watch somebody observing. Then another meaning is timekeeping device. That is something that helps you to check time, like your wrist watch is watch. Okay, timekeeping device, also when you are observing something or someone. The next one here is ring. Ring means to produce sound, like when you ring a bell. Ring the bell, it produces sound. And the second meaning could be to give somebody a call, a phone call, like give me a ring when you get there. Okay, ring can also be band that you put on your fingers. And the next one here is tire. Tire one could be the rubber covering on a wheel. The wheel for your bicycle, the wheel for your car. There is a black cover rubber material that covers it, that rolls on the road. That rubber material is called the tire. And then it can also mean to become exhausted. You become exhausted, you lack energy, you are weak. Okay, so I'm tired, I've been working since morning. All right, so the last one we have here is mouse. Mouse. So mouse is the name of a small animal. It's like rat. It looks very close to rat. So that's an animal. And mouse could also mean a computer input device, something like this. You can see maybe daddy, mommy using it to input things into the computer. It's a computer input device. This is a mouse because it actually looks like the animal mouse. All right, so hope you've learned something today from multiple meaning words. We didn't cover all the words because there are other words that have multiple meaning that we couldn't really cover. But at least with what we have done here, it should motivate you to carry out your own research. Go do your own findings, to discover other words that fall in this group of multiple meaning words. Okay, so we hope to see you again next week. Until then, stay blessed and stay safe.